Good morning and welcome to the Senior Hour, which is sponsored by Comfort Keepers in Home Care, Santa Clarita Hearing Center, and Traditions Healthcare Hospice. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host,
Dr. Jean Dorio.
On your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220 KHTS. This is a show for, about, and by seniors, giving information to enhance one's quality of life. And speaking of quality of life, our in-studio guest this morning is Dr. Ginny Veloz, who is the owner of Santa Clarita Hearing Center. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome
Good morning.
again.
Thank you so
Good to
much.
see
Jenny.
you.
Good to see you.
Okay, what are we talking about other than hearing?
We're talking
Well,
about
Jenny,
hearing. Yeah.
Jenny, one of the things before we even talk about hearing is we'll be on for a while here, was the transition that just took place in our city government. And I think the three of us know the board, our city council well, and that transition took place last night with our mayor, Cameron Smythe, stepping down and moving up to that position as Mayor Bill Miranda. And I think that's just great. Jason Gibbs is now taking the place of Bob Keller, who has decided after 20 years of serving this community to step down and, I guess, let the younger generation. But, I just want to say you guys know Bob, and,
Yes.
Bob has, he's been a great supporter of seniors in this community. And as the Senior Hour, I think we need to make sure he knows the value that he has brought to this radio show, but not also to the seniors, the older adults, creating and helping with establishing the new senior center, as well as helping us. And Barbara, when we were trying to fight for good health care at our hospital for our seniors, Bob was markedly involved.
Oh,
with
absolutely,
that. So,
he was.
He went above and beyond what politicians and human beings do. And, I know they say retirement, but, Bob, he's not going to retire. He's a public servant and here to stay. So, Bob, we love you. You take care of yourself. You've done a great job. Welcome, Mayor Bill Miranda, leading our city council, and to all the city council members. Keep up the good work.
Absolutely.
You've always, Barb, you and I have been involved all the time with our seniors, and we, of course, we could not have done it without the city council, as well as all those at City Hall who have worked real hard to assure that seniors in this community are taken care of. So I just wanted to mention that, Jenny, because that is a part of hearing what's going on in our community, and that brings to light once again, making sure that hearing plays an integral role in our seniors, and you know that. So tell us, Jenny, about how you perceive, maybe even from a political standpoint, but how you perceive hearing to be playing a role for those seniors living in Santa Clarita.
Well, can I interrupt for just a minute
Absolutely.
and let everyone know that my deceased husband, Russ Cochran, was one of the founders, the originators of the Senior Center.
With you?
Well, with me, yes, but I was kind of a tag-along with him.
Yeah, but, everybody needs tag-along.
Well, that's true. That's true. But
for Russ, he had the board. He had the city council once they evolved in '87. Tag along with this whole idea that wasn't there before, because everybody said, "Hey, it's cowboy country. Everybody's young," but all of a sudden the cowboys started to get older, and we had to make sure that there was a place for older cowboys to lay their guns down and tie their horses up. So we had to make sure that place exists, and indeed it does.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed it does.
Absolutely.
So, thank you for bringing that up, Barb. Thank you.
Yeah, we were both involved with the Santa Clarita Valley Community Health Council back then.
Yeah.
because that was originally formed because there were no healthcare providers out here in this valley at the time.
Mm.
Everybody had to go down to the valley
The valley.
to
Wow.
seek medical help,
That's
and
something.
that's why the health council was formed, and Russ was an integral part of that also. He was one of the
Yeah,
founding members,
Mm.
along with me as a tag along. But that organization was formed to make sure that we could start getting doctors out here, and the hospital, maintained, because it was a very, very tiny little place right down the corner here.
Hmm.
Very, very
Right, right.
tiny. And
Wiley and
it's
Lyon.
amazing now, but we desperately need another one out here. This one
Yeah,
hospital
yeah.
of ours is not enough for this burgeoning community.
Yes.
Yep,
It really
and,
isn't.
Growing.
And I'm sure you're well aware of that, Ginny.
Yeah, I'm right
Yep.
there on the grounds of the hospital, so I see people coming and going, and it's busy over there. So absolutely, absolutely.
Let me ask you something. Do you ever have to admit your patients to the hospital for severe hearing problems of any kind?
No.
No, you don't.
Mm-mm. No,
You don't.
if there's something that I'm questioning medically wrong, I would talk to one of the ear, nose, and throat doctors in the area, depending on the patient's health plan, and have them be seen. So that would be the course of action.
That okay, so that would be the step you would take.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, so it's on you, my love.
Okay.
What are we going to talk about today?
Well, I know this is not a shock to anybody, but COVID is here, and we're all staying home, and we are with our significant others, and we are watching television or the computer in order to get our news about what's going on in the city and the country. Um, and how well are we hearing what's coming through those devices if we have hearing loss? Um, and how well are we understanding? So, I hear a lot of people say to me, a lot of my patients will say to me, oh, well, I'm home, so I don't really need to wear my hearing aids. I just turn the TV up a little bit and I do
Ah.
okay. And that is so not the direction we want to go. So important to be wearing our hearing aids because there's sounds around us all the time, whether you realize it or not. Maybe you don't care about the knock at the door. You don't care about the buzzing that the laundry is finished. But those are sounds that are going on, and you should be hearing them. It's very important for your brain and cognition to hear those sounds. So your brain continues to hear them, continues to understand what they mean, and can tune out or listen in depending on what you want, right? That's the way normal hearing people hear as well. We talked about a lot about cognition last month. So this is really important. Also, if you're living with a significant other, please wear your hearing aids because for that person, if not for yourself, they want to be heard. They don't want to have to repeat themselves. They don't want to have that feeling that you don't care or that you're not paying attention. It can come across as very hurtful, even though that's not what is implied. So please,
And
please.
Jenny,
Mhm.
I want to point out also, Robin and I utilize closed caption. So closed caption on our television is always on. And we watch a lot of British shows, and I know, Barbara, you'd be able to understand them. But I have trouble sometimes understanding what those British people are saying. Not you, Barb, but
I have trouble
others.
understanding too sometimes.
Yeah, but you got to understand, I've been over here over 70 years. So, and
Yeah,
I was 10 and a half when I came. So I was
yeah,
a little girl. I lived through the Second World War.
right. But I still say you can understand, without using closed caption. And,
Absolutely.
something, I was at a meeting. It came from Sacramento, and I was, one of the participants in a meeting yesterday. And this was the very first meeting. In the meeting, they had closed caption. in the meeting.
Really?
Nice.
There were about 40 of us there for state. It was state government, and they had someone doing closed caption. And I just thought, we are just, our society and our technology is just wonderful, because not that just because I utilize closed caption at home, but now in these meetings, if I want to use it and I put it on. And no, there was no one there who was British, by the way. But I put it on. I put it on just to see, and the person doing closed caption, it was awesome, as good as the television. So this is it's a new field, but it also enhances our hearing, and like Jenny, you were saying, you might be at home and not use your hearing aids, but you can use closed caption to make sure that you get an understanding of what is going on. And when it comes to COVID, you want to know, what are the restrictions? What are the rules now? How are we changing things? Mm-hmm. What about the vaccine? All of these are important things, and all you have to do is miss one little item because you mishear it. Closed caption would enhance that. So we're doing a lot of good things out there. To me, it's amazing.
Was your meeting on Zoom?
Yes, it was, and it was closed caption on Zoom. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I have a hard time reading it fast enough, because they flip it through so quickly.
They do.
I can't read it enough, so I end up turning it off and turning the hearing on. But it's interesting, as we get older, and I know this from my husband's experience, or my experience with my husband, who had a hearing problem for a long time and could not admit that he had a hearing problem. Mm-hmm. And I was constantly saying, he was saying to me, "What'd you say? I didn't hear you." Mm-hmm. Huh? And I'm thinking, wait a minute, something's off here.
Stop mumbling.
That's right.
Stop talking
mumbling
to me from the other room. Stop turning your back to me while you're talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
These are
finally I convinced him, and I think you did too, Jean, didn't you?
Yes.
Weren't you involved?
I remember.
That he needed to have his hearing checked.
Well,
and he was one of those.
Go ahead.
Definitely was one of those who made sure that he knew the details of whatever we were talking about. He was always into knowing exactly what was going on, but he was losing that ability, and you pointed that out to him, Barb.
Yes.
And that made a difference as to why he found he had to enhance his hearing.
Oh, yeah, and then I finally said, "You're talking too loud now."
Yeah.
Because the hearing aids were turned up.
Why are you yelling at me?
The statistics on people who have hearing loss and don't wear hearing aids, you hear about IQ levels being considered less than. People appear not to be as smart, not because, they aren't. It's just that they're mishearing. And somebody who has an untreated hearing loss in the workplace earns way less money because they've been passed over for one reason or another for that promotion here or that new job over here, not because they're not good at what they do, but because they're perceived at not understanding. And it's their hearing. That's all it is.
I think that plays a big part.
Big
Absolutely.
part.
Yes.
Absolutely.
It really does.
And some people do. They don't perceptually know they're losing their hearing, and sometimes it is genetic. And 10 years ago, when Robin and I went to Canada with my mom to visit my uncle, his hearing loss was tremendous, and he wouldn't wear hearing aids, and we were yelling at him all the time. And now, and by the way, my mom will be 99 on Friday. Happy birthday to Mom.
Wow.
Happy birthday.
Absolutely. And many, many more.
Yes.
She has hearing loss now, too. She didn't before. And I bring her the newspaper so she can read Signal and the LA Times. And so she understands that. And we have earphones for her television. which is great as well. And
Perfect.
she doesn't need, for the Dodgers. She's a big baseball fan, so she could have the sound off and still
And
understand.
still,
Of
that's
course.
right.
Of
She knows
course.
the
But
game
still,
that well.
yeah, but still, sometimes that perception, and she knows she can't hear well, and she with the mask, it's much more difficult because she can't read my lips anymore, and
Correct.
so it's gotten a little tough on her, but she still seems to cope with it. And you're right. Sometimes people will even get a diagnosis of dementia, Jenny,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
They get that diagnosis because they don't hear well, not because they're losing IQ or anything.
That's right.
And
That's
that's
right. And I've
interesting.
seen it. I've seen it.
Oh,
I've seen people perk up in those assisted living homes where
Hmm.
as soon as they're able to get that input, they perk up. Oh, hi. How is
yes.
everybody? It's amazing. It's
I
amazing.
bet. And we need to take a break, don't we? Yes. Let's take a break. We'll be back in a few minutes. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host, Dr. Jean Dorio, on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220, KHTS.
La Esmeralda is home to truly authentic Mexican food. This family-owned restaurant prides itself on its fresh-to-order menu. Even the tortillas are made in-house. If you have a taste for sizzling fajitas, flautas, or menudo, you have to try La Esmeralda's Mexican and Seafood Restaurant. Dine in or order out for the most authentic Mexican food Santa Clarita has to offer. Their Taco Tuesdays, it'll turn you into a regular. La Esmeralda on Bouquet at Haskell.
This holiday music is brought to you by Providence Holy Cross Medical Center, your community health partner. To learn more about their award-winning care, call 1-888-HEALING or visit online at providence.org/holycross.
You just had an accident. Now what?
I'm Caesar from Body Shop 661. After you get into a car accident and call your insurance company, chances are they're going to send you to a cut-rate auto body just to save themselves some money.
So, what do I do?
Call me at Body Shop 661. Your car will get taken care of as if it were my own. No second-rate parts, and the job isn't finished until it's done right. Body Shop 661 handles all types of vehicles, foreign and domestic. Plus, I work with all insurance companies.
Locally owned and operated for over 20 years. On Ruther, just past Home Depot. Call Body Shop 661 at 251-2252.
Chiquita Canyon Landfill takes the waste from our homes and local businesses and puts it to good use. With cutting-edge clean energy technology, Chiquita Canyon powers 10,000 homes each year by harnessing the methane gas from the landfill. So, the next time you wheel your trash can to the curb, feel good that your waste is on its way to making green energy at Chiquita Canyon.
Chiquita Canyon Landfill, our partner in sustainable living.
Comfort Keepers provides your loved one with loving in-home care.
Miles McNamara, certified senior advisor and owner of Comfort Keepers in-home care.
Our caregivers can help you in your own home, enhancing independence, creating safety and comfort. Our Comfort Keepers provide companionship, meal preparation, medication reminders, assistance with personal care, and even transportation to doctor's appointments. If someone you love can use a helping hand at home, visit comfortkeepers.com.
Or call 287-4200.
Save water and save money. SCV Water wants to help you find your fit and take advantage of conservation rebate programs that will help you save. Water your landscape more efficiently. Replace your lawn with water-wise plants. Conduct free in-home water surveys. Cover your swimming pool and more. Find the programs that fit your needs and start saving today. Visit conserve.yourscvwater.com to learn more.
That's conserve.yourscvwater.com.
Your hometown station.
Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64?
Welcome back to the Senior Hour. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host, Dr. Jean Dorio, on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220, KHTS. And we're speaking with Dr. Ginny Veloz, who is the owner of Santa Clarita Hearing Center.
Yes.
Yes.
So right before we went to break, Dr. Dorio was talking about a meeting that he was on that had captions, right?
Closed captions.
The
Yes,
closed
closed
captions.
correct.
And I want to make sure that the listeners and the seniors in this community know that there are phones available
Hmm.
for people who have difficulty hearing and understanding what is being said on the phone, where they actually print out what the other person is saying. So you can listen on the phone like normal, you can read along with the captions, you can save the conversations. So if there's that phone number in there that you just can't tell the difference between the two numbers,
Hmm.
it's there, it's saved, and it's free of cost through the state. So as if
That's something.
yep, you have
Wow.
you if as long as you are considered hearing impaired and you would have a form filled out by an audiologist like myself, then we can go ahead and submit to get you this phone. And the people that I work with, they're amazing. They come out to your house, they hook it all up, they sit with you and show you exactly how to use the phone. They have you call somebody so that you can play with it and understand it. And they're just really great people. And again, it's free through the state. It's
Hmm.
something that is available to you. You just have to ask. You just have to
Jenny,
ask.
isn't it though so common that the public is not fully aware of the consequences of hearing loss, whereas government and many of the companies are aware. And this, the California Commission on Aging, which I attended yesterday, they are fully aware about hearing loss and the impact it has.
Mm-hmm.
And so, because of that, they've been able to institute all these ways to make sure that their technology will help to the seniors enhance their hearing. So I think it's wonderful that it's not often that government is ahead of the population, but our duty here in Santa Clarita, Jenny,
Mm-hmm.
is to make sure people understand that hearing loss plays a critical role in not only seniors, but in many others as well. Those
Mm-hmm.
who come back from serving us
Mm-hmm.
in the military,
Mm-hmm.
those who have specific jobs.
Mm-hmm.
There are many who are younger
A
that could
lot.
have problems as well.
Absolutely. We always talk about the invention of the Walkman. That was the beginning, where we
Hmm.
brought the music directly to our ears. And that was, for those of us Generation X, I believe. We're in our 50s now, and I'm fitting so many people with hearing aids, so much
Hmm.
younger. When I started 21 years ago, um, I fit a lot of people. I think my average age was probably about 80, 85. Now it's dropped significantly. It's just a noisy world we live in. And, just a little secret, we will all lose our hearing.
Hmm.
Everybody's hearing will be impacted. I promise you.
Hmm.
Some people will get more hearing loss than others. Some will see it sooner than others. And like you said, it's part hereditary, it's part what we do for a living and what our hobbies are, how noisy they are. And also medications that we're on,
Yep.
IV
Yep.
antibiotics or chemotherapy drugs can affect our
Hmm.
hearing as well. So those three factors will definitely impact, but we're all headed there. It's wear and tear. It's like everything else.
Well, that's true. And specifically with teenagers and young adults
Hmm.
who, and I've driven up beside a car where it's deafening to me and I have my windows rolled up.
Hmm.
And here's a car full of young kids with this loud, loud, loud music just blaring.
Hmm.
And I'm thinking to myself, you kids don't realize the danger you're putting yourselves in
Hmm.
from a hearing loss standpoint. They don't get it. All they want to do is listen to this loud, loud, blaring music
Hmm.
because that's what everybody does. Teenagers.
Well, until it affects
Yep.
us,
Yep.
until it affects us,
Yep.
and it's not just how loud the sounds are; it's your exposure to them. So you can listen to music that may not be as loud, but if you're listening to it for long periods of time, there you go. You're going to have some damage to your ears.
Yeah.
You can have one gunshot at your ears, no ear protection, one time, done. You've got hearing loss. One firecracker that goes off.
Yes.
4th of July, we always see it. That sudden hearing loss, one acoustic trauma, and that'll do it. So it's not just how loud, it's also how long.
How long?
Yep.
That's right. And the
So,
intensity.
Jenny,
Mhm.
with COVID, as people read what I've written, testing for COVID is important. And we still don't have enough, but we're augmenting that right now. But testing for hearing is very important. And being able to get especially our seniors into testing must be done. So if you are suspicious, and even if you're not suspicious, just so you get a baseline.
50 years
I think
old.
Yep.
50
I
years
think
old.
It's just like a mammogram or a colonoscopy. At 50 years old, you should get a hearing test.
Yep.
That's automatic.
Well, I do all three.
Like
Good for you.
like you had said, where your husband, you started noticing some changes and you started noticing he had trouble, and you were the one that said, look, Russ, you got to do something about this. Let me be the bad guy. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm the one who, if he had come in at 50 and then had his regular hearing screenings, I would have seen it and I would have said, it's time. It's time. And that's part of what these screenings are for.
That's true. And I think men suffer more than women do, because I think
they won't admit it.
That's exactly right, Dr. Dorio. They cannot admit that there is something failing within them.
Well,
They feel like I'm less of a man because I don't hear as well as I used to.
But they'll wear glasses.
Oh, well, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Yeah. So it's
interesting.
not less than, I think of it as, for me personally, I am a survivor of breast cancer twice. So I have physical scars and I have emotional scars that are a part of me. And instead of being ashamed of them, I look at it as, these are my medals, I won. And that's, part of, aging. You wear your glasses, you wear your hearing aids. It doesn't make you less than. It means you lived your life, you've earned it, and you can continue hearing. It's going to just be your medal of honor.
That's right. Well, like you, I survived cancer when I was 75. And I'm thinking, wow, just keep taking care of yourself, Barbara. Exercise, do what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And I feel good all the time.
Good.
I haven't had a cold and I can't remember when.
Yeah.
And, it's important to me to stay alive as long as I possibly can. I have children, I have grandchildren, I have great-grandchildren, I have friends and loved ones, and I want to be here.
And
I'm not giving up anytime soon.
The quality of your time here is important.
Absolutely.
What those grandchildren have to say and those great-grandchildren, that is what it's all about.
Absolutely.
What they are going to tell. There's a bond between grandparents and grandchildren that is such an amazing thing to me. Before I got into the field of audiology, I first studied psychology. So I have that degree as well. And when I see this relationship between grandparents and grandchildren, it's really something quite special. A patient will be asked by their children, please wear the hearing aids, please wear the hearing aids. Nope, 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 nope. And here comes the grandchild. Grandma, would you wear the hearing aids? Okay.
Well, it's
right.
amazing. It really is.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to agree with you, having kids, okay, everybody has kids, but grandkids and great grandkids,
It's amazing.
there's a little bit more special there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not to say anything against your own kids. I mean, I love them dearly, but grandkids are just a little bit more special. And then great grandkids. I have 6 grandkids and 6 great grandkids.
Wow.
And you guys are right, but I will tell you that these grandfathers are still, some of them are still stalwart and saying,
Yep.
I'm not wearing a hearing aid.
And some
So
of the
it just
grandmothers too.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, and so we have to erase that stigma. We have to make sure that their quality of life is assured, and that we let them know that we can enhance that quality of life that they want to have by doing all the right things. And one is making sure you can hear. And now the tools are there. Closed caption at a Zoom meeting. Hello. I mean, we are out there. We are out there, and I think that's wonderful that we're able to do this. And the technology and the application will continue. We were talking in the break about what COVID has done, and a lot of negative impact, but there are some very positive things that have occurred because of COVID, and a lot of it belongs in the realm of technology. So that's been exciting, and that we will, once this is behind us, the pandemic is behind us, we'll be able to move forward a lot faster because we got slingshot into the future. It's great.
We were kind of forced into it. I'm able to connect to people's hearing aids from their home. I can be in my office just like you do your virtual, appointments with your physician. I can do that, but I can connect to your hearing aids at the same time. So if you're telling me you want them just a little louder or a little less sharp or whatever changes you want to see made, I can do that. You stay home where, you feel comfortable. My office is safe. I clean, I, have masks and I spray down and, I follow all CDC guidelines, of course. But if you feel more comfortable staying home, then I want you to stay home and we can do this, remotely. It's amazing.
Amazing. And, Jenny.
Technology.
Technology. Remember when you got your little box for your television? And something went wrong, you called them up and they would fix it remotely. That was 10 years ago, 5 or 10 years ago? I mean, to me, this kind of technology, we will apply to so many areas, and those areas are areas that improve the quality of life for many of us, including seniors. So you have to be on the watch and wear your glasses. You have to be able to hear it. So you got to make sure your hearing is okay. If you don't, you could miss something and not be a part of the gang of people moving forward that is improving and living better because of that technology.
That's right.
Yep, it's there. It's there for you. Take advantage of it. I know some of us are opposed to change and it's difficult, but we're here to help you through it. It's very easy, and it's it's there. It's amazing technology, and it's easy. It doesn't have to be difficult.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
I know when Russ finally got his hearing aids, what a difference! My goodness. An
And it is
absolute
intuitive too.
Oh,
It's intuitive. Yeah, like what comes next, and you go, this should come next, and it does. How ingenious these folks have been in helping us move along, and I'm thankful for it.
Me too.
absolutely.
Me too.
And how fun it's been to, despite the fact that we have this situation with the pandemic, but something, there's the light at the end of the tunnel.
I was going to say the same thing, Gene.
The vaccine is the vaccine is not a panacea. It's not a cure-all. It's not going to eliminate everything, but it is going to help. It's going to launch us forward in a much faster way. So I am very hopeful that not only will the hearing technology, visual technology, mobility technology, all of this will move forward. But the medical technology, utilizing the science that we have, will allow more to live and live better than we've ever had in the past. So we're there, and it's to me, being in the profession, living in this country, living in Santa Clarita, we are moving faster, and we can see this happening. How lucky we have to sense this feeling is, and every day I feel lucky that the seniors, our seniors, and ourselves are going to do better because of what is out there scientifically. Thank goodness.
Absolutely. And we need to take a break, everybody. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host, Dr. Jean Dorio, on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220, KHTS.
Lots of people can build websites, but there's one Santa Clarita company that specializes in designing websites for your business, Small Dog Creative. The Small Dog Creative team is made up of local designers who are hands-on. Their talented team of experts build premium websites and redefine branding. Small Dog Creative doesn't just build websites. They'll upgrade your business's online presence and turn your business into a powerful online brand. Small Dog Creative, Santa Clarita's most innovative web and design company. SmallDogCreative.com.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow. For a limited time, you can get a queen-size premium MyPillow for the lowest price ever. Regularly $69.98, now only $29.98. MyPillow is patented and adjusts to any sleep position. It's washable and dryable, comes with a 10-year warranty, and 100% made in the USA. I'm also giving you deep discounts on all my MyPillow products, including my bed sheets, mattress toppers, and bath towels. That's $29.98 for a queen-size premium MyPillow, and deep discounts on all my MyPillow products. Not only are you getting the lowest prices ever, but they're going to make the best Christmas gifts ever. Buy now, and I'll extend my 60-day money-back guarantee to March 1st, 2021.
Go to mypillow.com and use the promo code KHTS or call 800-973-3927 and use the promo code KHTS. That's 800-973-3927 or go to mypillow.com and use the promo code KHTS.
Your hometown station.
Our news team at KHTS is constantly working to keep you informed. If you want the latest and greatest information on the Santa Clarita Valley, just sign up for the KHTS newsletter. SCV News delivered directly to your email inbox every weekday by 5 p.m. and a special weekend edition on Sundays. All it takes is an email address and you're set. Go to hometownstation.com to register.
98.1 FM and AM 1220.
Step into a hot shower or slip on a warm t-shirt fresh from the dryer, and you can feel the comfort natural gas gives us every day. For over 100 years, Southern California Gas Company has provided safe, reliable natural gas service. It warms our homes, powers cleaner vehicles, and cooks our food at a fraction of the cost of other energy sources with less environmental impact, today and for decades to come. Natural gas, part of the clean energy solution. Learn more at SoCalGas.com. Search solution.
Santa Clarita Valley residents now have greater access to the excellent physicians and high-quality medical services for which Providence Holy Cross is known. Providence Holy Cross Health Center in Santa Clarita features state-of-the-art cancer and imaging technologies, as well as board-certified physicians in a variety of medical specialties. Quality and compassion from a healthcare provider you can depend on. For more information, call 1-888-HEALING or visit us at providence.org.
Consumers Furniture is back open for your business. The safety of our community and our staff, above all, is most important to us. We will provide a safe and clean environment for you to find the perfect piece of furniture for your home. To help you with your purchase, we are offering 25% off your entire order or 24 months same as cash financing. And for our awesome essential workers, we will deliver locally your furniture free of charge. Consumers Furniture is located in the Center Point Shopping Center below Sam's Club and Walmart.
It's like no other station I've ever listened to. It's great.
Your hometown station.
Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64?
Welcome back to the Senior Hour. I'm Barbara Cochran with my co-host, Dr. Jean Dorio, on your hometown station, 98.1 FM, AM 1220 KHTS. I'm sorry I'm laughing. Ginny just said something funny.
I turned 50 and now I have a neck problem. I don't know. I wanted to say for the listeners who are wearing hearing aids now, we have come up with a special setting on the hearing aids for hearing people wearing masks better. So if you don't have one, on your hearing aid settings, please talk to your provider about it because they should know how to properly put a mask setting into the hearing aids.
What does that do?
It enhances the consonants of speech so that they are better heard. I just went through a weekend-long training. Anyway, it was classes, and what they did was really interesting. They took all these different kinds of masks, all of them. They had the little paper surgical ones, they had the cloth ones, they had the ones with the vinyl inside, they had all kinds of different masks to see which ones are the best. And, you would have asked me, I would have said the ones with the clear so people could see your face.
Absolutely.
No, it's the little paper surgical masks that are the best.
You're kidding.
Because they muffle the speech the least.
Oh, wow.
How interesting.
So even though you can't see my face, you have a better chance of hearing me with that. Yes.
Interesting.
I was very surprised. Very surprised.
Well, it would seem to me if you are hard of hearing or you're deaf, that having a mask with vinyl so that they could see you speaking would be better, and it would better enhance their capability of being heard through.
That's what I would have thought. When I work with my cochlear implant patients who really have no hearing or very difficult time understanding the words, I wear a clear mask. Otherwise, now I wear the paper mask because they did all this. They did Dr. Doug Beck. He did all the studies and they found that was the best
one to use. Oh, maybe I'm going to have to change then, huh?
I have, yeah.
Looking forward to our technology in a Ray Bradbury way, I can see people wearing goggles that are enhancing your vision, but also have microphones on them. And as it's picking up words, whether you're wearing a mask or not, there'll be closed caption on your goggles, and you'll be able to read what they're saying to you. So I'm looking at, and if they have it now.
They have it at the movie theaters. I know we're not going to the movies right now, but when we open the movie theaters, go in and ask for one. They're free. I've tried them. They ask for your driver's license just so you'll bring it back. And you put on the headphones and you put on goggles, and they have the headphones give you the amplified sound of the movie, and then the goggles have the closed caption on them. So no matter where you look, you can see the words.
So it's already there.
Oh,
it is.
Goodness.
We're gonna take that application and move it forward to society. This is great stuff. You don't need Ray Bradbury. This is super stuff.
Yeah, it's there. Ask for it. Yeah.
That's incredible.
Now, let's just make sure our listeners know where you are and how to contact you. All right?
Sure. My office is Santa Clarita Hearing Center, and we're located on the Henry Mayo Hospital campus, 23861 McBean Parkway, and we're in the D building like David, room 14, and we're in the back of the hospital near the emergency room, and our number is 661-388-4135.
Terrific.
Yep. Come in, have your hearing screened, find out about all this stuff that's available. We know, and we're happy to share all the information.
Yeah, and like I say, screening is so important. And for, some of our listeners are not listening because they can't hear us. But many are caregivers that can hear us. And we're asking those caregivers, those spouses, those children, possibly of seniors, to make sure that your loved one gets a hearing test, a hearing screen, because you just don't know when they might be suffering. And because of that, sometimes they will misunderstand information that could be critical to their life and their abilities to survive well.
Yeah.
So
I've had
screening.
I've had patients forget to pick up the grandkids because they thought it was 4 and it was supposed to be 3. And it's like the grandkids are sitting there waiting to be picked up at the school. It's little things like that, little tiny things that will globally affect your life, and they can be fixed.
Yep.
They can be helped.
Yeah, well, Jenny, thank you for being on the show today. It was a lively discussion moving forward to the future and going backwards and sustaining ourselves here in this present pandemic. But once again, your phone number is 661-388-4135. So indeed, if you are a senior or even not a senior and you are in need of a hearing screen, give Jenny a call. She'll be more than happy to help you. Thank you, Jenny,
Yes, thank you very
again
much.
for being on the show.
Thanks
you.
for having me.
We are sponsored by Comfort Keepers in Home Care, Santa Clarita Hearing Center, Traditions Home Health, and Hospice Care. Listen to us next week on the Senior Hour. Now go and enhance your quality of life.